Okay, so today's abs day, and then so Rohit sent me a text this morning telling me to give him his workout plan that is going to be coming in the evening. So it seems like he has a lot of evening work these days. Well, yeah, so I guess I'll be holding him accountable regardless. Abs and CrossFit. So any workout I do, I just document it and send it to him because you're supposed to work out with me. So ins and outs, 30. 4 sets of 30. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yesterday, yeah, while I was working out with Rohit, I kind of discovered that I have not really pushed weight. As in, I have not really increased my strength in a while. Maybe due to MMA, I've not yet figured out the perfect balance to balance out the MMA workout and my gym. So I felt very, very rusty. Very, very rusty, bro. And how I knew that I slacked was after getting home, I was a little bit sore. So it means that, and mind you, I was working out with less than what I used to push. So I think it'll be interesting to want to grow that strength with that at the same time still holding on to MMA, right? Yeah. So I've already written some workouts for him already. So he's going to be me the same thing I'm doing, abs and CrossFit, full body, leg raises. So okay, actually, I'll be crunching with this 15 kg just so. Oh boy. So, okay, I'll take it from here. Let's go and twist. Let's go. Twist. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's try this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ridiculously tough. So, I guess I think I made it my goal to make, should I say, a workout video, right? At the gym. And today's video I'm going to make is about muscle-mind connection because a lot of people train. I used to do this, right? But at some point, I think I hit burnout. To be very, very frank, right? Most of the burnouts I received, either like worst case I take a day off or 2 days off. Even days I take off, I just do minimal work. It's only very few days I think I take like a full day off from work. And that's because my body just wired that way. Sometimes I ask myself that. When I say we're hardworking, are you hardworking or are we, should I use the word, workaholics? Because it's almost like, yes, you might enjoy the process. You would enjoy the process if you're a workaholic. But at some point, you really can't blur the lines. At some point, you really can't say, oh, this is the life that I wanted because you were head down all through. It's like swimming with your eyes closed. Remember when you're learning how to swim and you're swimming with your eyes closed? Your mind, you're moving, you're expending so much energy while you're swimming. And at some point, you're like, what? I haven't even gone far. So of all the energy I just wasted, what was the point? I don't know, let me take off the shirt. Yeah, so I guess I have just hit the side abs. Oh, sorry, obliques. Obliques. Yeah. Alright, so that's true. I think today one of my off content work is to look at my startup products. Right? In case I didn't tell you, I have this I'm supposed to like do partnerships or collaborations, right? Because when my company is trying to aim to build a brand, we might help other telecoms companies to like create better solutions, right? So they can capture more for their market. They capture more for our market, and we capture money for us to build our brands. Because we are bootstrapped, and we need to sell something quick. We need to put money in the bank. Because I said this year, I probably won't take any side project. If I'm taking a side project, it has to go to pay well. It's supposed to pay as much as possible, with me doing as little as possible. So I can go into consulting. If you think about it, consulting seems to be like on a very, or not the most lucrative. Think about it. The only thing you need is like your mind to connect the dots together. You need to know how things work. Now, so a lot of the time, some things that he says are not things that I gave proper thoughts to. It just came out of his mouth, and when it came out of his mouth, a lot of people see them and see it as wisdom. He then thinks it and says, okay, fine, this is actually wise. Each other proves to you that if you want to start something, just learn to get into that flow state, right? Learn to get to him, he automatically comes out with good ideas because one, he has set his active brain to search for ideas, and when you set your active brain to give you ideas, it begins to give you ideas even when you are not really engaging it, your conscious mind. So sometimes I tell people to give up, not really give up, I say what. That's true. I want to look at this video, the art of effortless success. But the whole idea is you're putting in that work, you're putting in the work, and you're detached from the outcome. You're just enjoying the process. But you can only enjoy the process after you have mastered it to some extent, where the skill, it becomes automatic, second nature. 1, 2. Someone sent me an anonymous message. 1. I got to 1. Do I want kids? 100% yes, I want kids or not. I think I want a lot of kids. The birth rate is declining. I think I like Elon Musk saying that he's contributing to the population at least. He has produced about 12 kids. It is good. I mean, which makes you remember that sometimes, right? If you don't know this thing, you should go and research what they call Universe 25, right? When you research Universe 25, you get to realize that the things that are happening right now is not particularly the fault of any gender. It's not particularly the fault of any. Right? Although it's not the fault of politicians. It's not the fault of any gender. What's happening is that we have reached a point where it is like we have reached the maximum point of human population, and now we're about to hit a rapid decline. Some countries are already seeing this, and they are trying to halt the process. But the Universe 25 shows up that you really can't do anything, and which is what the Kabbalion said, right? The degree of the pendulum swing to the left is the degree of the pendulum swing to the right. What that means is that, yes, the population rose, but at some point it's going to decline, and you cannot really stop that decline. The decline has to take its course. At some point, yes, they might begin to create policies that might begin to raise the population years from now. It just can't be an immediate action. I mean, the dating scene is messed up. I mean, the people will have to give up a whole lot of things if they actually want to like recover the population, right? Because it's depleted fast. I mean, I saw one argument where they said the smart people are not producing as much. The dumb people are producing way more than the smart people, which in itself has its own crisis. I mean, that was crazy because I mean everybody has the right to reproduction, but let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So random, like I keep having this these quotes from Ben from time to time. For example, this morning, like this idea of nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask. So right? Which makes me want to ask myself, okay, fine. Does it mean that? Because we have a lot of people who say things like, oh, a lot of men wear a mask of masculinity. So they should take off the mask and be themselves. I say, okay. So, like I would say, life is a very fine dance between being yourself and being in alignment to what you want to achieve and what you want to be in life, right? A lot of guys want to attract a lot of mates, which is alright. But how many people are themselves? I think the idea of being themselves has been completely, shall I say, contaminated. Their nature has been contaminated. So, that in itself gives a very, very false sense of self. It's like they already had decades of media manipulation, male manipulation, hormone manipulation. So a lot of them can't even realize what is for them and what is not for them. So on this one, I want to try to get wider feet apart. So some people, right, their nature feels like a mask. I don't know if that makes sense to you. So they feel like, oh, I want to be vulnerable. Yeah, like I was saying, it's a very fine dance to be vulnerable. And this whole idea of should you be vulnerable, I say it depends on the game you want to play, right? In my opinion, I don't think you would want to climb to the highest point of society and want to be vulnerable. You don't have room for that. You don't have room for that because you might say, oh no, everyone needs to be vulnerable. Nah. Imagine having somebody who is vulnerable as a president. And before you know it. So I'll say some enemies take note of that, bro. That's a quick way to end it completely. I mean, we also what happened to Samson in the Bible here, when he was quote unquote very vulnerable. I think I felt that voice from my stomach. Maybe it's because I'm taking in loads of deep breath. So I would say, I think so it's not about wearing your mask or not wearing your mask, it's having that fine dance between the mask you want to wear and what you're trying to achieve. Because if you're just staying yourself, if you just be yourself, what I mean be yourself is, if you just stay stagnant in life, which leads to stagnancy. A lot of people think consistent. Sometimes I feel like there's a lot of nuances, right, to all of this advice. And I feel like I can always say you have to get the point. Because they say, okay, you have to be consistent, but at some point, right, you need consistency and intensity. Intensity helps you to get to a new phase. Consistency keeps you in that new phase. So a lot of people get into a new phase, but they actually never, ever, ever, you get to a new phase, but they actually never, ever, what's that word? They never leave that phase because they are quote unquote consistent. So it's like somebody who's a fitness trainer for 7 years, not switching up anything, not adding some form of intensity, not trying to have a nice blend, will completely fade out because 7 years from now, the fitness game would have changed. The fitness advice would have changed. And like I said, a lot of people have funny goals, which is being exploited by capitalism. So if you have funny goals, man, they're gonna mess you up big time. Hey, alright, so hold on. Let me just get my kettlebell swings. So I put on this link, right? I ask people to ask me anonymous questions. Yeah. So one question I got was, "Do I want kids?" I said yes. I want quite a large number of kids because I think one of my guys told me that no family should have more than 2 kids. And I disagree because right now, I know for some fucked up reasons, a ton of reasons why people are not longer having kids, a ton of reasons. So if you are aiming to have 2, well, that would obviously add to the population decline, not increase, because having 2 kids alone, these 2 they're just replacing you. They are not adding to the population. Although I don't see the problem with a declining population. The only people that see a problem with that I believe are governors, are big politicians, because a declining population feels like a vulnerable community. A vulnerable community is no need to govern because it is vulnerable, it is dying out. So yes, the population that is increasing will slowly take over. Maybe that's the reason, maybe, I see a lot of Islamists moving towards like the Western region. Maybe, because the West has been having declining birth rates. And if they continue this for about 50 years, well, I just feel like Islam should have had whatever it is that they want. And Islamists are not reducing their population, rather they are still growing on far. And then I think I would give so. I have a hypothesis which you may not like, and I hope I don't get banned for it or cancelled for it. Is that I think in Islamic orientation, the men are in control of the reproduction, right? Right? I mean, because they have all these laws for women and all that. But in the West, the women, I would say, are in a larger control of the reproduction. Maybe, like I said, it's a hypothesis. Someone can put out the research, or someone can like break it down for me to explain it to me if it is not true or not. It's a thought process that I just observed right now. I'm not saying I know it. So I probably will ask somebody to. So I'm starting a podcast this year, and I hopefully, right, I want to be able to interview people like Jordan Peterson and ask them like a very, very different set of questions, right? For example, what do you think about, should I say, the Islamic countries invading the West? Something that they play him like bring 2 worlds together and synthesize reasons and what guys can do. Because to be very, very frank, I think at some point every population has its rise and decline. Because for example now, for some reasons, some Arab nations, Islamic countries are beginning to open up. I use word open up, becoming more liberal. And if they are becoming liberal, I just feel like I give them 50 years, they're going to experience the same issues, although at the same time they experience growth, at the same time they experience issues, right? You can't really separate the both because the West has had a lot of success for a while. It's like, how can we say, our forefathers went to war to build comfort for us. Now they abuse the comfort. The comfort is slowly killing us, which I think, right, will put us in a very, very chaotic situation. I mean, if you probably heard this thing, you've probably heard about this whole idea of, what's that word? What's that? How do I describe it again? About the hermetics. The degree of the pendulum swing to the left, the degree of pendulum swing to the right. And if you're a science student, you probably heard it as for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, 1, 2. I was doing press up, sorry. I was looking for it again. For him. Yeah. So So I just saw one lady that I used to like have a thing on. But you see, so one reason why I've not really had a relationship in the past years, I'll say when I was like in my teenage years or something, right? I discovered something that I would like somebody, maybe not see the person for a period, and I'm liking somebody else. So I was thinking that, and the person who I liked before was the major turn off for me. I was trying to figure out how and why that happened. And then it dawned on me that it's not like they became a worse person or the person I'm not attracted to became a better person. It's because I myself, I was rapidly going through, I'll say, self-improvement, right? And my beliefs and what I wanted in a partner had completely shifted or something. So I noticed that every single time I like hit that mental shift, that's philosophy, spirituality, things that I started to see in different people has begun to change, right? And now what I'm looking at, and sometimes political ideologies, they begin to change, and those things have changed the way I see women, a month. So I think which is a huge contribution. It's a huge contribution to this. So yeah, so I'm doing burpees this time around so that Rohit can see clearly. But yeah, so I've seen foreigners, right? And trust me, there's a very big difference in, or should I say, thought process of the foreign women and the women we have here. It's almost like the men we have here are very, very, I would say, they are underappreciated. So it makes a lot of sense that the women abroad with, it's just basically, I feel like it's cultural differences and it's just nuances. I'm not saying that they are better, but actually the ones I've seen actually better than the Nigerian ladies, but I would say we still have Nigerian ladies that are good. I feel like it's everywhere around the world, yeah. Everyone sees their kind of women as somehow, I say you're already used to them, so they don't really see the value in them anymore. It's almost like this idea of, what's that word? Habituation. When you are seeing the same thing over and over again. Something that comes new is different. It's a completely different vibe. And that difference, because we have our brains like this idea of novelty, right? It will make the other person, the other entity feel much more, should I say, attractive. Hold on, I may have messed up the phone video. Boy. One, two, three. Some days I keep having this vision, right, where I'm doing my stuff and a lot of, I have a community of guys, real tough, we're all crushing it, and from time to time, like, they come to meet me, and we come to the gym, and we have some intense workout together, like retreat and all that, right? It's like retreat, yeah. It is a retreat actually, so they come, and they will basically like have fun together. And our way of having fun is, we work out, we walk, and sometimes we party, so that's basically meeting like-minded people and having fun with good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So if I knew Rohit wasn't coming to the gym this morning, I would have just given him his workout. So I go to meet my coach and work out at the other branch. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, one question I'd like to ask Andrew Huberman, right? Which I think I want to go my podcast to be so big I can ask him that question is how does the male endocrine system react when a man has multiple partners? Trust me, I feel like it's an episode that is going to be deep, just because, mind you, he's I say, given the way he is, I would say give or take, he's about the top 1% of the most attractive men in the world. So a lot of women wouldn't mind being with him, knowing fully well that he's with somebody else. So I definitely want to ask him that on my podcast. So I'm giving that like a 3 years plan. So a podcast, like I said, I want to get in the next 6 months. No, I'll keep the podcast. Basically, I'm going to be creating in a very haphazard manner, directionless. At some point, everything will connect, everything will begin to flow. So like I said about Navarro Vicant.
Yeah, good. So Rafa, what's that plan for tomorrow?
Yeah, the show now. I was just supposed to get back to you on something.
Yeah, that little robbers now to like support food and that.
Sorry?
That little support for food.
Oh, okay. I swear, sorry, man. I was going to send it tomorrow. When I had show. But I'll send it now.
Okay,
I didn't drive like this.
Okay.
I'll send it now. Yeah. I'll just give me like a few minutes. I'm driving.
No, you can send it later.
Yeah. Alright. Send your account number too. And secondly, I saw this guy, Moses yesterday. Ken Loto.
Okay. Yeah,
I was thinking, should I invite him for the
concert? Yeah, you can invite him. Good, you can invite him.
Alright, cool, man.
Yeah, sure, you can invite him. He has his car.
Yeah, I'll text him and I'll let you know.
Well, just let me know how it's going to be now.
Yeah, man. No,
okay, fine.
Yeah.
What's the 30% chance that you will not come?
I do office now. Office matter now.
Why? Evening bands now. The later the merrier.
Okay. Let's see. I know wala. I suppose come.
So you get my OP.
I just send it to me via WhatsApp.
I know you're man. Thanks. Now go release. Because we are trying to make this thing happen.
Oh yeah, now. No, you're right. To with you.
Safe now. We got that idea.
You just asked me, how do they do that? How they run? Abi, how much? That's what you asked me. Abi, I don't know. Yeah, that's what you said. How much did you do the thing? I told you how much I did my own. You invited me for a party. You didn't tell me that you needed me to do things in the party, and that's fine if you did. I'm not saying that you can't ask me to help out and stuff. You can. If I can, I will do it. If I can't, I will tell you that I can't. But this one, you didn't tell me before that you wanted me. I don't know that if you send the money, that can you get it by Saturday? I'm so confused. Stone. We haven't even spoken in months, and this is how oh my God, I don't know if my brain is still calibrating to really process this, because today is even Friday. Even if I was enthusiastic about it, how am I going to start? That chocolate, it was how many months ago that I got it? I don't even know how much it is now. I don't even know if they still sell it in that place again. So imagine me now saying, okay, yeah, sure, let me help you, and then I'll start all the plans I have for today. I have to put them aside to go and be looking for chocolates and to buy weed and to start making this thing. I think it's possible to buy it ahead of tomorrow. I'll try and get the accounts that Tony sent me that time and send them to you if I have time. Okay, maybe I can ask them how much brownies or stuff we can get for 10K, but I think that's as much as I can, because I actually have plans for today and tomorrow. I don't know what you were saying about my friends. I've mentioned it to them, but me, those twins. Me, I don't know how she feels about you now. I don't know if she understood what I don't know if she heard me well, but I'll see who else can come.
What?
But yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to make anything. No, I'm not going to make brownies or any chocolates, anything today. It was not in my plans. I'm just entered January. How am I going to start? Like, I have plans. This is a few days into January, and you just told me about this thing how many days ago? If I needed something from you, this is not how I'll ask you. Especially if you've not spoken for a while. I don't know.
Karen, my bad, like 100% my bad. This was a very big fuck up. So what happened was, when this party came up like last minute, so me asking you how much should I send, is like, I wasn't even thinking straight, right, that it was, you had to prepare it and all of that. I was thinking that it was already like pre-made or something, or you had somebody who was making it. It's just now that I remember you talking about getting the weed oil from somewhere and other thing, right? So what that means is you just resort to buying brownies, and like this, the whole idea of this brownies or chocolates was just to like something little so that people can like, so it can kick in or something, you get. Like I said, if it wasn't planned, and for me to just say, oh, can we take money, go and start making it, it's a complete ish. And on the issue of us not talking, I remember making it, that's the conversation for another day. I cannot believe it's a new year, and then we would vibe this year. So now, do you have camp gas? Do you have camp gas? Camp gas.
I don't have camp gas. But I can get camp gas. I know I can get camp gas from. I think Anita has camp gas. I can ask Anita for camp gas.
I don't know whether big pot. No worries. Let me come on Diana. You can probably have an idea of where to get this thing from. Then what about,
Exactly.
then but the issue now is that this other woman, right? Yeah. Look at it here. If she does the cooking, she may help us with cooler and plate.
Cooler.
She help us with cooler. Yeah, she help us with cooler and all that now.
I mean, I'm down for the woman doing this thing, but it's you that is saying that.
No. I'm also looking at. Okay, I think we need to know, because I don't the cooler is needed, right? So can we get cooler? That's important. Let's people can get
Cooler. Now, when all these things in my house, we don't throw party. Now they don't pack everything, go up, we don't get anything for them. Everything, all these things when they talk, they Abuja or like.
That one is the federal capital territory of Nigeria. It's in Lagos.
Bro, everything been there, because now for me and my mama buy everything. Come, Daniel, do we have any cooler in this house? No, none that I can see.
We don't have any cooler.
Which woman?
Ketra.
Whether we can get cooler from her without getting the rice from her.
Without cooking? No. If she's going to cook the food now, they get. Because give or take, what
I don't already tell her now. She don't already know that one now. I don't already hear now.
Cooler for everything, ba?
Yes, she go give us plates.
This food you're looking at is not 96, so it's not. It's what I'm saying is around 110, 120.
That's plus the gas and this thing now. Plus the gas, minus the gas. Everything she wrote there is 96,000 plus her workmanship.
How much is gas? Like
and that's this thing now.
Like 9K.
Everything.
Like 9K. Then what else? The rice is about 12 derricas. That's how many now?
I'm not the one producing the rice. I'm not giving her rice.
I'm not letting you know that you might, even if you didn't have rice, because what I have here is 4 derricas.
Okay. Okay. Me, I don't even know how much. I don't know how they calculate that derrica. If not, I don't know how much I have there.
They can't be like 1.5.
I don't think I have.
1.5.
Per derrica? That's cheap now. 1.5 times 12 is what?
Give you about 18K ish.
So 18K plus another 9K. Well, yeah, you're right. Everything's entering about 120K.
You know what already. This thing came in very late, right? And Karen is like, this thing is late, so she can't run it today. Yeah, because it's tomorrow. She can't do it. So I just think that, I don't know, how much is brownies? She said you had a plug. She doesn't have a plug. You gave her a plug rather, but she never used the plug.
Okay, I can hit up one babe, sure. I don't know how much that babe will. Listen, but now if the thing show now, how many people will take out? That one say people feel on the
Let me ginger Camille and see what's up.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, then the question now is how's our food going to be like? Is it for only jollof rice or what kind of rice?
Jollof rice and 2 meats.
That is meat, not chicken meat.
Yeah, 2 meats per person, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think now? Basically.
I think it's alright now. For now. I was guessing that like because the main thing is the food and the DJ. And the DJ I've just been successfully able to get one for that 50K.
For real?
Yeah, me and the guy are just chatting, but he will still use my mixer. Just accounts now for me to send. So I want to send him 40 for now. When we finish, I'll send him the
remaining. Send him 30 first or 35. What do you source him from?
Elitu is the guy Elitu gave me.
The same guy that was saying 80.
Yeah, I call him this morning. Come with them, say more. That's why the bill because I was still so things like he's only bringing this. He's still even going to use my own mixer. That's my own DJ deck.
Why not his own?
He's going to.
I don't think you should do that, man.
Why?
I don't know. Just in case things like you really don't know him, right? You don't know him that well. So just drop your mixer for him. Yeah, you may say you are beside him, but a lot can happen when you are beside him. Like you get. So if you have this mixer and it's time for you to like do your stuff, because I believe if you are doing your stuff right, give or take, you're going to do it for like 30 minutes to an hour. So that's the entire cruise. 30 minutes an hour, which is not hard to replace your.
If I ask him to bring mixer, that means I have to pay him like that 60K.
He's a DJ now. Is he renting his equipment? It's for him. Just the whole idea is that no. He's a DJ. I thought he's renting them separately.
I think he's renting them too, but like let me see. I'll still watch.
No, if he's renting, right? If he's renting, then it's a different case, right? It's a different case where he's renting. Okay, fine, that help us cut costs. But like if he already has, let's bring his own, and then you get so that which is of say spillage you get, or you just tackle the guy very well that day.
Well, let's leave that by the way. Let's solve this food one first.
So food, I saw somebody sent in 25.
Yeah, that's Peter.
Yeah, sorry, not like who's Peter? Okay, so a guy from your office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'll say from the masses, that's 35 already.
None of your own guys put down. If this guy, boss come here now.
Boss Camille said 5. He's dropping 5.
Boss, tell him the way things don't be. Do you understand? Because the way I'm reasoning it now, I just need us to settle on this food and the DJ first.
Yeah, what I mean, so hold on. If we have locked DJ, so give or take, let's imagine, okay, 35. Right, 35. And what about drinks? Because again, I don't really think you can just tell guys bring your own drinks. Be very, very frank.
Wait, it's not 35 now. Wait.
I didn't count to your own, no. You just Jimmy and Peter.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so tell me who else dropped now.
No, I'm saying I'm not talking about that. You were going to say something.
I'm just like let's see by 12. Let's let's ginger our guys again. Let's work happen by 12.
No, like what we have now, what can it solve? Let's do that first.
You mean plus me and you? That means that between me and you, okay, I said 50. How much are you bringing for me?
52.
That's 100 plus 35. That's 135. So that can cover up for food. I'll say food. Food is guaranteed. Say DJ is 50, right? And DJ. Food is what? Sorry, hold on. How much did she send to you? 85, Abby?
96. So everything for food, for what I calculated there, what they have sent to yourself? I sent 96. What do I send? Where is it again? Are you saying we can get better with that kind of price with this thing?
You who?
with Madam Diana and this woman here for 40 people.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I swear to God, if we'll get something close. We'll get it mixed, sir.
Close or better?
No, to be very, very frank, do you know her taste? Can you vet her taste?
It's Jimmy now. Jimmy said she's good, that she's the one that used to cook for the church sometimes.
You know, again, when churches do events, it's mostly mass cooking, and I don't know, I've never seen any church food that is that sweet. I'm sorry.
I don't know, because me, I've done my part on the DJ part, so you have to think about this food thing. Honestly, I'm leaving it to you, man. I'm not even going to check my mouth, so you reason I could be.
Oh, this is a memory carnival roast. It's a memory carnival roast.
Memory card.
That's
my playlist too.
Yeah, I get. You know, our Western mistress, they play old songs. And then everybody we're forced to hear the song. And everybody's not quiet because she's here now and she just play her song they go. Some from Melo just said, "What's madam? Why is the cardon the collect roast?" Everybody just bust. From where to where? Oh, so that joke hits me. Eh?
Ah, good.
They brought ragans. Alright, so there's a party at my place tomorrow. It's basically like launching the entire new year and launching just basically launching for launching's sake. So tomorrow is the party, and as we speak, I wouldn't say things are not in place, I'll say nothing is in place. Yeah, maybe thanks to the ADHD brain, we prefer to wait till the last minute before we get to do something. So I have to get this sorted out because I'm supposed to start making videos now, of which I'll get back to my phone later on. Hey, teach me how to do it. Teach me how to do it. Teach me how to do it. Teach me how to. Hey, buddy, I'm looking for my mic. I'll handle this later. Alright, so time to put the books. So my books are arranged they're arranged first by the author, by the name of the author. So when an author has multiple books on my bookshelf, I would then use his. Where is A? A has Bhagavad Gita on top. Bhagavad Gita. Yes, this is A. I think this is. So people just come, check out my bookshelf, and then scatter my bookshelf. It's never ever ever a good thing to do. It's not fair. So this is D. So I believe this goes here. Alright, I guess I'm done. Let me see. Okay. Laptop. Relax, got me going down. See my eyes roll back. No, another thing now is that Africans, we don't practice math. Is it? One guy called, is it materiology or something? You study materials. Materials used for a particular project. Like for example, now sometimes certain materials don't go with certain materials, or just put them together
That's true. For example, I've forgotten this.